Okay, what we're looking at here is an iPhone 14. We have on the top left corner of the screen a red bar showing us that this is being recorded. All my interactions with the screen and my own voice are being recorded. Top right, we see the airplane symbol. This is telling us that we have no connection to the internet, we have no Wi-Fi, we have no phone connection and no Bluetooth connection. We're completely cut off from the world. If I swipe up from the bottom of the screen, just halfway, you'll see this is iOS telling us which apps it has in storage. There are only two, email and files. navCenter is not loaded. So back to the screen. I'm now going to tap navCenter's icon and launch the app. Up comes navCenter and it's showing us what data it's receiving. At the bottom, the screen, the icons are dark because it's not getting that information or RPM or temperature from our engine, but we're getting enough there. If I now swipe from left to right, I've displayed the AIS screen. We can see our own boat in the center, and it's showing us that it's got 4 boats nearby. And we know this because we're receiving AIS transmissions from them via VHF radio. Below that, we see our position, our course over the ground, our heading, our SOG and our speed, which in this case we must be moored because they are both 0. So now I'm going to just swipe down near the top of the screen, and that has exposed the menu. I'm going to tap the settings icon to the top right. This now is displayed navCenter's setting menu and a page down. Yeah, we're now looking at logging. It's showing us that it is currently inactive. I tap that row, we get the login screen. The type of messages we're logging are currently set to errors. So I'll type the word errors. I get a choice. I'm going to select NMEA data. Okay, now it's going to log NMEA data. I'm going to press the start button. Okay, now we see it's telling us that logging is active. I'll just go back, press done, simply so we can see that it also tells us that on our AIS page. Going back to settings now, move down to logging. You can see it's telling us that it's active and recording NMEA data. I tap that row. Now I'm going to tap stop logging. Okay, we've stopped logging and it's given us the option to email the log and or save the log to files. So first I'm going to tap email log. Okay, up comes an email. We don't want to send it to David, so I'm going to tap there. That gets highlight, and I'm going to delete it with the back button. Now I'm going to send it to Byron. There he is. So we've changed to whom we're going to send the email. That wasn't no problem there. That wasn't an issue. I'm now going to press the white arrow on the blue background to the right of the word navCenter log. The screen comes back and it tells us that the email has been sent. But we know that we're not connected to the internet in any way, but that isn't an issue for navCenter or the APIs, and we'll see why later. I'm now going to tap Save to Files. Now we see that we've also saved to Files. Files is an app that runs on iOS and iPadOS. So let's come out of here. I'm going to tap Settings on the top left-hand side of the screen. I'm going to tap Done, and here we are back in our app. So I'll just put the app into the background, and we're going to first of all look at Mail. Yeah, it says turn off airplane mode or use Wi-Fi to access data. We'll OK that. What we can see is no emails have been sent, and we're filtering by today, so that's it. Our email hasn't gone yet, but this isn't an issue. There's no error, no issue, nothing difficult to handle. We come back out of Mail, we go to Settings. I'm going to turn off airplane mode. We've now connected to the internet. Well, connected to Wi-Fi, and now we're connected to the internet. So, if I come out of Settings and I go back into Mail, without us having to do anything, Mail has now sent the log that it had stored for us earlier from navCenter, when we sent it from navCenter. No problem, it's gone. So, I've leave Mail alone, and I go into Files. This is Files. As you enter Files, it sometimes, not always, it gives you an option to check which location you want to look at. In this case, I'm going to look at on my iPhone. If it automatically goes to iCloud Drive, just page backwards and you'll come to this browse screen. So, tapping on my iPhone, I see navCenter listed. I tap navCenter. And there is the log that we sent just a few moments ago. I'm going to tap that log. Yep, there's our data. You can see it's all there. So, bottom left, we see Apple's standard share button. So I'm going to tap that. We get a choice. In this case, I'm going to send it by AirDrop. So I'll tap AirDrop. And the device nearby it finds is my iMac, is Byron's iMac 24. So I'll tap that. And it's gone. It's done it. So out we come. Done. Here we go. And we'll just go back into navCenter. That message that flashed up momentarily was telling us that we did not have position. That arrived within a few moments, and we're back in business.